What's up? What's up with a do cyber world? It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Brown Uncensored Show. On this program, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be pop culture related. It may be Ash Brown related. You just never know. You gotta stay tuned to see exactly what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to discuss. And I'm out here in my travels, actually in Virginia Beach this week. And I just wanted to share something with you guys because I know that I'm not the only one, and I know that sometimes people will make statements and say things to people that are highly insensitive because they don't know and they don't understand what that person's dealing with and going through. And I would say sometimes it's easy for people on the outside that may be younger, maybe inexperienced, to say, oh my gosh, well, just change your perspective and things will work out for the better and all this good stuff and all that jazz and all that. Well, again, that's easy for someone who hasn't been through a lot of trauma, hasn't dealt with a lot of things, to say, change your perspective, it'll get easier for you. I'm a person that's been through a lot of stuff, a lot of things that I've shared with you guys, and a lot of stuff that I've never shared. And, that's my choice. But when you go through certain things in life, it's a daily challenge. When you deal with certain things that happen to you or happen to around you, or maybe something that involves you or somebody really close to you, it changes you. Whether you want to recognize it or not, it changes you. It completely and totally changes you. And while it just seems so simple to just change your perspective, just think positively, just think when certain things happen, it's not as easy as just turning off a light switch. Like internally turning off that light switch, it's not that easy. And I had someone that I know that they were trying to be friendly and be courteous and trying to be nice and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, well, just turn that off. Just think positively, turn off don't think about the negative stuff. But those traumas are part of your story. They're part of it. And the challenge for me comes into play with not allowing those traumas to control my life. So I acknowledge the traumas. I'm not going to pretend that the trauma isn't there. They're there. They're looking me in the face on a daily basis most times. But I do struggle sometimes with dealing with that trauma and not letting it control me on a regular basis. I've shared with you guys about my mother, that whole situation, her passing as I went off to training. And, that's one of the things that I think about, and one of the things that I totally try to deal with on a regular basis. Like this December will be 9 years. 9 years that my mom's been gone, and it still feels as fresh as the day that she left. It still feels that fresh for me. I can't speak for everybody, and I don't want to speak for her. I can only speak for myself. And it's still tough. It's still, I can be honest and vulnerable and say it's still tough for me. Like, I have my good days, I have my bad days, but no day is quote unquote perfect. So when people tell you, oh, well, you just got to change your perspective, you got to do this, and then, when you share other aspects of your life and they're like, well, those are things that are out of your control. True. Absolutely true. But you can't tell me to not feel what I feel. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not Christ-like. I could try to be, but I'm not a perfect individual in the least. There's a lot of stuff that I could do differently. A lot of stuff I should have done differently. You know what? But life is life. Life is life. So before someone out there that's listening, before you tell someone to just get over it, just mull over it, just paint a smile on and be happy, just be happy. Let your internal self talk to you and say, you know what? I don't know what it's like to be that person. I don't know what it's like to go through all that stuff. I don't know all their trauma. I know some of it. Couldn't be that bad. Couldn't be that bad, huh? Well, it's something else. It's definitely something else. So just be mindful. Be mindful and just be sensitive to other people. We're living in a world where we're completely desensitized to violence and just negative stuff. It's all over the net. It's all over social media. And people have become completely desensitized to the human race. They've become completely desensitized to violence. That's scary, y'all. So if they're desensitized to violence, they're definitely desensitized to how words, as small and as simple as they may be, how words can affect other people and insult even. I'm just saying, this is just a random blurb for the day, but I love you guys. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I got some more surprises up my sleeve, so stay tuned. Be following me across social media at One Love Ash, and we're going to see what happens next.